From the home of the Padres since 2004, we're live at Petco Park in what they call America's finest city, San Diego, California. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2023 San Diego Padres.
With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. And let's take a look at first baseman Brandon Belt, nicknamed Baby Giraffe for obvious reasons. This guy has got big-time pop.
The third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 8, Mike Moustakas.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. It's hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, you come out of spring training feeling pretty good about your swing, and how about this? Your first at-bat of the year, kaboom! This could lead to a very big year. First at-bat, home run, not a bad way to start.
Stepping up to the plate, Ryan Healy. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Hit high and deep to left field. Delmonico facing back to the track, and it's gone into the 4th floor of the Western Metal Building. It's a solo home run for Ryan Healy. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Castro's got it. They'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Vero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
James Tumalo is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Juan Soto. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. As he'll take a look at ball one. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are two away.
Up next for the Padres, catcher, Hector.
Digging in the switch hitter, Hector Sanchez. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. 1-0. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
2-0 count. The pitch is in there for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here. So 3-1 now. Bounce it to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Back here at Petco Park, we're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Chad Green is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 57, Green.
So here's the cleanup hitter, number 56, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Number 56.
First pitch coming, here it is. Fouled away. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
The third baseman, number 8.
Mike Moustakas will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. The next 3-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Digging in, Brett Phillips. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First delivery to him on the way. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Sharp ground ball to third. Devers has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. No hits to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here's Starlin Castro, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Comes set, now the pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. Santana moving in. He can't make the play as it finds the outfield grab. And a relay to the plate, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Matt Barnes is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Juan Soto will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0. He's running. 1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Castro aboard here at first with nobody out.
That was definitely a two-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it scored a wild pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Bouncer down the line. That's a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is called in for the first out. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Up next for the Padres.
So stepping in, Nicky Delmonico.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout, or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
The 1-0. The runner's breaking for home. Now a bunt attempt here. Healy loves it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score. Coming to the plate now, Hector Sanchez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Number 56 is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 8th inning coming up. And we are tied 2-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Barney Francisco will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here.
Number 55.
Fernando Arellano is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball that just misses inside.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you.
This one is launched. Look at this. Gone as it bangs off the LED board. So a solo shot here to left center field as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so we waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense? Ready with another 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Jesse Winker will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 48, Jesse Winker.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Francisco typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bit. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
This pitch just misses a bit inside and catches him about mid-thigh. That's the meaty part of the leg, so as soon as the initial pain wears off, he should be just fine.
Into the box now, Ken Moses. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the 0-1. Bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Soto moving in, and he makes the catch for the second out. Now batting, Domingo Santana. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Now the 2-1. This one's down to third. Devers gloves it, and he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the inning. But the Brewers get a run, and it comes here on the long ball. Home half of the 8th coming up, and Milwaukee's taking a 3-2 lead. Jacob Barnes is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Standing in, Fernando Arellano, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back.
2-2 count. Here it comes. This is line to left. Number 56 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Into the box, Fernando Tatis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. To short. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder,
Digging in once again, Franchy Cordero. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And the count will be full.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now at the plate, Rafael Devers. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The 1-0 home. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-2 one more time. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And a fair ball as this will head out toward the 322 sign in right. Here comes the tying run home. And he's safe at the plate. We are knotted at 3.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Phillips is there for it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Danny Barnes gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 4th spot, number 24, Danny Barnes. Now playing first base and batting in the 7th spot, number 21.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. 2 home runs. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Brandon Drury will bat next. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Soto moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for Milwaukee, catcher, Christian Bettencourt.
So striding forward now, Christian Bettencourt. He popped out in his first trip. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Popped high in the air. Moran waits on it. And that retires the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. Score remains tied at 3-3. Now at the plate, Juan Soto.
Leading out for the Padres, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Now the 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. And he is going to have extra bases to start it out. And your winning run will be in scoring position. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Juan Soto has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
In now, Colin Moran. He'll square around to bunt, then pull back for ball 1. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. The 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. Drury is up with it. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Alan Cordova hits next. Now the suicide squeeze, but it's popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher.
So striding in, Fernando Arellano. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
And that one's wide to the mark. Ball 3. Fernando Tatis would be next. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
So digging in with a chance to win it here, Fernando Tatis, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And now a reach, but it gets under his glove. And that's going to be the ball game. And the Padres are going to walk off as winners.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Well, everyone wants to get their season off on the right foot and feel like all the hard work during the offseason and spring training has paid off.